Welcome to the final round of the 2021 Augusta Haskins Award Invitational. First tee off in his next group would be Brock Healy. Brock struggled yesterday, 9 over 153, although he did birdie his 36 in the final hole yesterday, which was the par 4 15th. He'll be teeing off 10, a hole called due west. It's a dogleg right of 410-yard par 4. Bogeyed this hole in round 1 yesterday. Parred it in the afternoon yesterday. He is 4 over on the front 9, 5 over on the back. Only 3 birdies yesterday, 2 in the first round and 1 in the second round. It's in the lower 50s right now. Supposed to head for the mid 70s this afternoon. In a different wind direction today too. So it came out of the west-southwest. Yesterday, I think it came out of the east. And I do believe Brock's dad, Mr. Brian, is out.
Now driving from Kennesaw State, Brock Healy.
On the premises. Here we go.
This is our 925 piece. First on the tee, from Ecuador, Derek Hitcher.
Now driving from South Carolina, Ray Reynolds.
Second shot for Brock Healy. Looks like he just missed the fairway to the right. Flag today on 10 is 17 on and 4 from the left. It's a steep drop off left of this green. You don't want to be there. Runs down towards the 11th hole. Safe shot will be out to the right. Got a par 5 coming up after this hole. Kept it up to the right. I believe. And unfortunately, he's 2 over on the 11th hole this weekend. Brock for birdie at 10. His first. And that's what he had trouble doing yesterday, getting the golf ball close to the hole on the green. Especially in the first round. He'll have that up to par. To stay at +9. Par putt now for B. Healy at 10. Zachary Healy's cousin. All right, nice 2 putt. He'll head off to the par 5, 11th hole.
I told him, I said, take it out of a new one. I don't give a charge me whatever you got to charge me.
And Brock Healy on the tee. 569-yard par 5 11. Pulled his drive into the penalty area yesterday afternoon. Led to a bogey 6. Play this hole in All sixes so far. That is headed out to the right toward those trees. Well, Brock just hit his second shot. Having issues with my camcorder already. I don't know where that second shot finished. This is where Brock's second shot finished here at Pine Crescent, par 511. So this chip shot will be for an Eagle 3. The breeze already begins to pick up here. It's supposed to pick up about 5 to 10 miles an hour from the southwest today. Different wind direction from yesterday. And I think even Friday as well. Yesterday. Now it is Brock's turn. Tough par 412 coming up. Brock actually had a great second shot in there yesterday afternoon, but couldn't convert the birdie putt. Ay. Now he'll have that for birdie. This 11th hole has not been Brock's friend this weekend. 2 over on this hole. Making a bogey here, probably feel like making a double bogey. For the most part, they're playing in groups of 4s today for some reason. Birdie putt now for Brock from off the green at 11. Still hasn't birdied a par 5 this weekend. He's now played 9 par 5s out of 12, but that's his first par of the weekend on 11. So it stays at 9 over for the tournament. Brock now on the tee of Holly Hollow, the 437-yard par 412. Dog leg to the left. That pond in the distance there, in the background, should not come into play. Feel like it's into their faces here at 12. It's one of the hardest holes year in and year out in this tournament. towards the far right side of the fairway. Second shot for Brock into 12. His third. Pin today, 21 on and 8 from their right. Second shot does play uphill. And he's just missed the fairway to the right again. He's missed all his drives so far to the right. Begin his fun around. Good shot. Brock Healy for birdie at 12. Moving back to +8. Just missed it on the high side. It's an opening trio of pars for Brock Healy. Keeps him at +9 for the tournament. So head to the short par 3, 13th hole. Brock Healy now on the tee at 132-yard par 3, 13th, called Isle of Hope. Flag today on 9 and 7 from the left. Marshall Daniel hit what looked like a great shot in there, only to see it spin off the front. So you got to guard against that. There's a bunker also to the left of this green. All par so far for Brock. Left of the hole. That putt for a birdie. Brock Jason Healy, putting for birdie at 13, his 4th hole. That's Jason, Jayson, as in Jason Tatum. Let's see if we can get under par for the final round. Certainly off to a better start, probably his best start of the entire weekend today on this Easter Sunday. Yes, sir. 1 under for the round. 8 over for the weekend. Head over to right hind leg, the par 4, 14th, which Brock birdied yesterday morning in round 1. Brock now on the tee of the 416-yard par 4, 14th, called right hind leg, dog leg to the right. 287 to carry the bunker on the right. Trees on both sides. 1 under on this hole, birdie par. Brock has just missed the fairway to the left here in the 14th. Breeze is into their face and maybe a little bit from the right. The hole is on 18 and 6 from the right. It's a ridge about 2 paces short of this hole location. So you gotta get it back to the hole. Comes up short, it's gonna roll backwards towards the front of the green. Daniel was just hit near the left trees. Now Brock, his second shot. Going just left of it. Yeah, it is left of the hole, about pin high. So we're gonna have that putt for back-to-back birdies. They get them +7. Rock for back-to-back birdies now. This is at 14. Just gotta go up that slope. I'm guessing it will break to his right. We have that put for par to remain at 8 over. 1 under from this final round. Now the par putt for BJH at 14. Stays at 1 under after 5 holes. We'll head off to the short par 4 15th hole, which he finished on yesterday with a birdie. And now Brock on the tee of the Dipper, a 388-yard par 4 15th. His 6th hole of this final round. Tee shot plays downhill, dog leg to the left. Did a great approach in the here last night to close out round 2. Better start for Brock today. He's 1 under after 5. This hole, 17 and 18, are birdie holes. You got to get past the difficult 16th hole, though. Coming up next. Brock has split the fairway here at 15. So the shot plays downhill. Pin today, 20 on and 5 from the right. There's only 3 paces of green behind this flagstick. Somebody has just hit it close. left of the hole. About pin high left. Not a terrible shot, but you have a chance of picking up the second birdie of the day. Alright, Brock's putting for birdie. This will be for 2 of the last 3 holes. That green in the background there is the 13th. That's where Brock made his first birdie of the round at. Tough par 3, 16th called Giant Killer coming up next. One of the hardest holes yesterday. Ah, man. Just crept over the high side. Stays at 8 over for the weekend. So close. Brock Healy on the tee of the one at 83-yard par 3 16th called Giant Killer. Plays uphill all the way. Flag today on 25, free from the right. That is going to the left. Well, that's the best place to miss today with that hole location. Brock pulled his tee shot badly to the left here at 16, but the only good news is he has some green to work with from that side. Marshall Daniel missed to the right, had a tough shot. Only 9 feet of green to work with. That was not Brock that just played in. And now it should be Brock's turn. I don't know how he's going to play this shot. He'll do well to save par from there. Just creeps onto the green. And he is in jeopardy of dropping his first shot of the final round. Par putt for Brock Healy at 16, his 7th hole. This will be some kind of wonderful par save if this falls. The par 5 17th and short par 4, possibly drivable 18th coming up. Let's gotta get past this hole first. Still has some work left. Now to save bogey. Bogey putt now for Brock at 16. Marshall Daniel just made bogey. Nearly made par. Tom's teammate. Speaking of Tom, he's on 13 right now. That's the final group off 10 today. 4 groups behind this group. 10:09. And that's something Brock did not have any of yesterday. Double bogeys. Now 10 over for the tournament. 1 over today after 7. Brock Healy now on the tee of Long Trail, the 550-yard par 5 17th. Plays uphill all the way. And I think the slight dog leg left as well. Trees on both sides. And this hole hasn't been his favorite either. Put this hole in bogey. Also gone left. Coming off double at 16. His first double of the weekend. And Brock had a provisional here. That is now turned into his 3rd shot. So now he's playing his 4th shot. Here at the par 5 17. He's got some work to do to avoid making back-to-back double bogeys. Brock's 5th shot here at 17. Hole today is 6 on, 4 from the left. Just gotta get this up and down for bogey. He'll have a chance to save bogey. His original tee shot apparently went out of bounds left. And Brock from above the hole here at 17. This is for a 3rd straight bogey on this hole. He still is not birdied to par 5 yet this weekend. This is his 10th attempt out of 12. 2 par 5s left. The 6th and the 9th. He'll finish on the 9th. Just to drop to plus 11. And I'm afraid that is back-to-back double bogeys all of a sudden. 6, 6, 7 on this hole. And he is now plus 13. 4 over today. Brock Healy now on the tee of the par 4 18th. Called Journey's End. Tee markers have been moved up. Probably right around 282 or 290. He's got an iron. Pin today at 25 on and 3 from the left edge. Brock is resisting temptation to go for it. I misspoke. Right there at 17 green. Brock is actually 3 over for today. 12 over for the tournament. He's had a birdie and 2 double bogeys. Brock boxed on the left side of the fairway here at 18, but not the left angles. So back left pin today. 25 on, 3 from the left. This approach does play uphill. And you don't want to dump it in that second greenside bunker on the left side. This has the short side, miss. .77.76 yesterday for Brock. 9 over 153. Takafumi Shimoji had the low 36 holes with the Owls yesterday at 1 under 143. Breeze gonna pick up here. It's already warmed up into the mid-60s. Expecting mid-70s this afternoon. Healy for birdie, 18. Just to go out in 2 over 38. This will break from his right to left. And that conservative approach off the tee pays off for Brock. That's a birdie. His second of the final round, first since the 13th.